There's too many feels today.
We were racking up so many feels today. All right, welcome back to this episode of First Reaction Fan Reaction. I am your host, Cailin Clothier, and with me is my co-host,
Dara Whitman.
Alrighty, today we are talking about The Legend of Korra. We are on the latter half of Book 3, Change, and we're going to be talking about episodes 10, Long Live the Queen, and episode 11, The Ultimatum. Let's get started with Long Live the Queen, which is an eerie title. It kind of...
Wait, I just thought of something.
Yes.
I said the queen was going to die.
Yeah.
You said, you said, like, probably not. They're not going to kill the queen. You fucking lied to me.
Oh, like you haven't lied to me before on this show.
Not the point. Actually, definitely the point.
Definitely
the point is, listen, I've had a lot of feels today. We're not going to finish off some stuff. I'm kind of upset. I have a lot of emotions.
People are getting shot. People are doing things. People are...
Why, Fred Andrews, why? That's got nothing to do with this.
Anyway.
I'm not really okay, am I?
So, Long Live the Queen. So where we left off last episode...
Everybody's kidnapped.
Everybody's kidnapped. So, Mako and Bolin got kidnapped by the Red Lotus gang. Meanwhile, Korra and Asami were kidnapped by the Earth Queen. So we come to on the Earth Queen's airship?
Yes.
And, hold on. So we come to on the Earth Queen's airship, and Korra is in some weird kind of Hannibal Lecter style garb.
Why?
Like,
I kind of get it, because, like, bending.
Yeah, they don't want her to bend anything. So she has a mask over her face. She's all kinds of tied up, like, straight jacket style. Mm-hmm. Asami gets a better treatment. They just kind of chain her to the floor, but she convinces them to chain her to the side of the ship.
Because Asami is charming.
Because she knows how to charm the guards. And she doesn't even have to take off her shirt. Anyway, yeah, so Korra, trying to get them to let her go because she's like, hey, there's some people out there who are, like, real bad. Real bad. But they don't really care. So meanwhile, Mako and Bolin have been taken by the Red Lotus gang, who are going to Ba Sing Se.
Basically, everybody's going to Ba Sing Se.
Everybody's going to Ba Sing Se. We're all just going to Ba Sing Se. And so there's a funny scene where Bolin is kind of trying to make friends with Mingwan and Gazan, and asks them about their time in prison
and their sexual tension.
Yeah, I love that scene where Bolin tries to figure out what is trying to make guesses about Gazan and his character, mm-hmm. and then he gets 2 out of 3.
We didn't find out which ones were 2 out of 3.
He doesn't tell us which ones out of the 2 out of 3 he got, so it's a lot of fun. I really like that scene. I think that also, one, we get to see kind of that Bolin that we really like, and another we get to characterize and humanize the Gazan and Mingwa a little bit, which mm-hmm. is a lot of fun. And so I always really like that scene. So back on the airship, Korra and Asami are trying to figure out how to get out of the situation they're in. Asami knows that the ship that they're on was built by not Future Industries, but Cabbage Corps, and she's like, it's a piece of junk.
Well,
basically,
cabbages.
Yeah, and she knows how to basically take that thing out from the inside out.
Which she does.
She does, and she breaks free. And she's able to break Korra out as well. But Korra kind of ruins the airship in the process, mm-hmm. and they go down. So back in the Earth Kingdom, we're in the Earth Queen's palace, and so the Red Lotus gang comes in and is able to say, like, kind of under the guise of, like, bounty hunters of people who weren't able to get Korra and Asami, but they did take their friends mm-hmm. who are also wanted. And so they kind of try to leverage that, hey, they know where all the airbenders are. Mm-hmm. So Zahir doesn't want money as payment. They want the Avatar in response to them telling them, 1, giving them the Avatar's friends, and 2, being able to tell them where all the stolen, quote-unquote, airbenders are.
Stolen, liberated.
So Zahir tries to, be logical about it and say, like, hey, if other nations know that you got the Avatar in custody, like, they're not going to stand for that. Like, a lot of people are going to be against you.
They might try to kill you with their bending powers. You never know.
Mm-hmm. And so she's like, well, what do you want to do with the Avatar? And we still don't know what they want with Korra.
Like, I don't get yeah.
Yeah.
Because, like, I get it. If they want to kidnap her when she's a kid, they could, like, raise her into, like, thinking their way.
Mm-hmm.
You can't.
But, like, yeah, she's
Do they have, like, a machine that can, like, force her to do stuff?
Oh, ooh. That'd be scary.
Is that a thing?
That'd be gross. You know, weird. Just put her in a mech. Korra,
no, like a mind control thing. Like, do they have a thing that they can mind control her? Because if that's the case, okay, motivation at least.
Yeah, I guess it'd be kind of a stretch. I think
it'd be a stretch, but I'm just like, eh.
So the queen kind of begrudgingly agrees, and so the Red Lotus have to go and wait, and Mako and Bolin are taken to the dungeon. I was going to say prison, but on here they say the dungeon. I think that's a way better term for it.
It's a secret dungeon.
Secret dungeon, under the palace. Secret dungeon. Yeah. So back with Korra and Asami, they managed to take down the airship kind of by accident because they just want to take it over, but Korra kind of goes a little too far and they just go crashing in the middle of a desert. Of all places, in the middle of the desert. And
middle Tatooine.
Yeah, exactly. Or Jakku. If you prefer that. Which is kind of unfortunate because we know this desert. We've seen this desert before in the first series.
Yeah.
Not a desert you want to find yourself in.
No.
Very difficult to get out. So Korra tries to work with the crew to try to get it in working order. We see kind of something under, kind of rumbling in the sand, and we're not quite sure what it is. There's some creatures about. Some very scary creatures.
You called them tremors.
I was thinking like from Tremors. I don't know why. I associate a lot of things with tremors. Anytime they grabbed me, it was like, tremors. Weird dinosaur creatures.
Wasn't that what they weren't? I never actually saw tremors.
Yeah, I think they were just like old things. I don't know. They weren't aliens or anything. Yeah, so they start working on a way to get the airship in working order. Back in the Earth Queen's dungeon or jail. They went from dungeon to jail. I feel like those are two very different things. Anyway, so Mako tries to get him, to get him out because, like, hey, you got some dangerous people working, for us. Like, he tries to get out, but no, they're not going to let him out. And then Mako is trying to get Bolin to metal bend. He's like, hey, I know you can do it. Like, you are capable of metal bending. Like, now is the time. If you're going to do it, you got to do it now.
Bolin.
And Mako starts a great, like, USA style chant, and it's fantastic, except for the fact that Bolin still can't metal bend.
Aww.
Can't do it.
Is he gonna Bolin is he gonna Bolin?
Is Bolin gonna Bolin?
Is he gonna metal bend by the end of the show? I feel like it's gonna metal bend by the end, at least by the end of, like, probably maybe the season, or at least by the end of the show, and then we'll get Bopal back together.
Yay.
I need some kind of happiness.
But what if he just never metal bends?
I mean, that's not that big of a deal.
Yeah. Who knows?
What if nobody can metal bend, man?
Metal bending was a conspiracy created by the Republic City government.
Even though some people can actually metal bend.
So then we go back to another character, one of my personal favorites, the lovely lady Lin Beifong, who is using her detective skills trying to track down Korra after they had left Zhao Fu. So Lin is able to find their jeep that they drove from Zhao Fu to the Misty Palms Oasis or that area. And she finds the jeep, but she doesn't find anybody. But we do come across Naga and Pabu.
Yay!
That's really all you need. It's really all.
Well, I mean, I think we want to see the team avatar safe and sound.
So then Lin contacts Tonrak and says, it just reports back to him, and they agree to meet in the Misty Palms Oasis. So back in the desert, Korra and Asami are able to kind of get the airship back functioning, and they kind of start firing things up, and they start flying. Everything's great. Fantastic. Except for that thing that we saw moving earlier and we didn't know what it was.
Yep.
Well, it comes out. It's called a sand shark. Ooh. And it's huge. And they thought it was a spirit at first, but it's not a spirit, which I don't know why I thought it was a spirit. Like, I guess I missed that part, like, the first couple times I was watching it. The sand shark is a large carnivorous predator that lurks underneath the surface of the Siwang Desert, searching through the sand for mobile prey. All right, Tremors. I get it.
See, I kept thinking of Dune. So it was like a scene where it's kind of like the thing pops up and the guy's on it, and you're like, I am the Quizarch Hatterack, or whatever.
I haven't seen Dune.
Neither have I. I just know that scene.
And so they're kind of back to square one here because they don't got an airship.
Mm-hmm.
So they're kind of trying to figure out what to do here, and then Asami has the brilliant idea because she's so smart.
So Asami does a lot in this episode.
She does a lot in this episode.
I'm so proud of her.
This is a good Korra and Asami episode, I feel like, because they have to figure out how to get through things together.
Yeah.
Gosh, I love them. Anyway, so Asami suggests that maybe they just make a sand sailor out of all the scrap pieces, and so they try to do it, and it works out pretty well for them.
Mm-hmm.
So back at the with the Red Lotus in the Earth Queen's chambers, Zahir kind of is spying, and they find out that Korra has escaped from, or that they brought the airship down, and they're sending out another airship to do it. And Zahir kind of relays this information to the rest of the Red Lotus, and they're like, yeah, no, we're not, like, it's a bad idea to, one, go looking in the desert, and two, the Earth Queen isn't going to be able to capture her again, because they're pretty savvy.
Yeah.
Like, the Red Lotus, they know what's up.
That's why I still love them, even though they've done horrible things this episode.
Yes.
Some that are awesome, horrible, and some are just mean.
Yes, exactly. Like, they're such a smart group.
Yeah.
And they're so much fun to just watch them do their thing.
Somebody make me a comic book series.
I'm saying, I'm so down for that. I want.
Look, I'm pretty sure
my Red Lotus
out of our,
book.
I don't know how many subscribers we're going to have by the time this episode comes out. I'm going to guesstimate 100, maybe.
I hope 100.
I'm hoping.
Subscribe, guys.
By 100, we might have 100. I'm thinking some of you might be fantastic comic book artists and writers. Mm-hmm. Make us a comic.
Or you don't even have to make just us a comic. Everybody.
Make everybody a comic, but tweet it at us.
Gang. Yeah.
And we'll give you a smile and we'll give you a virtual hug.
And we'll cry a lot. I'll cry a lot.
I've been crying too much today. A lot happened.
A lot did happen today.
Remember, like, last night we were watching Death Note, and I'm like, this is stupid.
Yeah.
That was fun.
That was a lot of fun. Because what a bad movie.
Yeah. Anyway.
Bad movie. Anyway. So after they kind of confront the Earth Queen after that, and he basically tells her they've been listening in on her, and they know that the Avatar has escaped, and the Earth Queen is like, just, hey, tell me where the Airbenders are now, and Zahir's like, it's not what we agreed on. So
is this where the awesome thing happens?
She orders the Dai Li to attack, but the awesome gang, they know, the Red Lotus, they can take him out, no problem.
Yeah.
They are the Red Lotus. They're not just any kind of people there. And so they managed to get it so the Earth Queen is alone. Zahir has a good speech about how he does not believe in queens.
Which is a weird line.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like if somebody, I've heard this before, if somebody said like to me, I don't believe in cheating. Mm-hmm. I'm like, no, but it's a thing that exists. Like, you can't say you don't believe in queens. Like, I get like you don't like in like the idea of a queen, but like queens exist.
Yeah,
like,
he does not believe in queens though.
I think he said like I don't believe in the idea of queens. Mm-hmm. Continue.
Yeah, and so then he does that thing. You know, that thing where he just straight up suffocates her.
Yeah.
He airbends the air out of her lungs.
And then just like spins it around her head.
And then uses that to suffocate her. And then while he does a speech, something about air and there's only darkness or blah, 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 blah.
And then she dies.
She is straight up dead.
Which, hooray. Yeah, they hated that bitch.
Exactly, because you're like, that's not a good thing, but at the same time, not really angry about it.
No. I'm not angry.
Not really angry about it.
Anyway. And then they get on the radio.
Yep, and then they manage to get on local radio and basically tell everyone the Earth Queen has been taken down. We can't say killed. Notice how in this whole episode, nobody ever says the Earth Queen was killed or assassinated. It's such a weird... This is like one of those... It's a kid show things where like they're not allowed to say die, but they can like show asphyxiation on screen.
It's a family picture.
Yes, we're big fans of Nostalgia Critic. Anyway.
You met him once, right?
I met him twice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Next time there's a con, let me know and I'll come with you and I will...
It'll be fun.
And we'll tell about our podcast.
Yeah. We'll just casually be like, hi, this is a non-threatening thing, but we'll listen to our podcast. Thank you.
We can bring it up in casual conversation.
All right. Okay, cool. Sounds good.
I'll dress up as Cheryl Blossom. Can I do that?
Yes.
That'd be hard to find an outfit, though.
Oh. She has such good outfits.
I know.
Like, damn.
They're so good. They're all burnt up, though.
If I wear the right kind of hat and jacket, I look kind of like Jughead, and it's really weird.
You're not wrong.
I do. Like, you have to see it.
I think it's weird. They might be selling Jughead's like hat.
Oh, probably.
Can you buy one and then wear it?
I do have a gray beanie.
No, but like I'm waiting to buy Jughead's hat.
You want? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll do it. Like,
hooray!
Don't even.
I'll get it for you for your birthday.
Aw, thanks.
That's not till December though. So.
Yeah, it's coming up though. Anyway.
Well, so is mine eventually.
Just gotta wait for that year to roll back around. Anyway, we are getting really off topic here. So, Legend of Korra.
What else is new?
What else is new? Can you tell we were so in that Riverdale mindset because we literally just
recorded our Riverdale like thing.
It was so much fun. It was so much fun. Mm-hmm. Zahir basically delivers the message that the Earth Queen has been killed without ever saying kill or die or assassinate or murder or any of those words.
It does say like she's been taken down by my hand.
Yeah.
So close enough.
Yeah. And so then he goes on a thing that he's like, I don't want to tell you my name because that's not important. I'm here to like liberate you. I'm here to free you. And then we see Ghazan take down the walls with his lava bending. So, which kind of, you think, yay, the walls have been taken down. Earth Queen, tear down your walls. Great, everything. Except the fact that it's total chaos.
I was thinking, like, you're really being dumb about it, but then I remember he's saying, like, that's our goal is chaos.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay.
The only order is disorder, and that's kind of some of the arc words of the season is that, the only order is disorder. Like, Zahir is very much like, leaders are, like freedom, like chaos is freedom, kind of. Mm-hmm. And when you put those like power structures in place, everything isn't equal anymore.
Yeah.
So it's kind of he's very like strongly anarchist. I'll say that. So the wall's taken down. Everything's going crazy in the prison. Mako tries to get Bolin to metal bend again. Bolin tries really hard.
Yeah.
He tries. And then the door's open.
Yeah.
But he didn't do it.
No.
That wasn't him.
I kind of thought that wasn't going to happen.
And then we find out that it was Zahir who is opened the prisons, and he opened all the doors except Mako and Bolin's cell because he has a message for them. He's going to set them free, but only if they deliver a message to Korra.
I was kind of weirded out because they said, like, oh, I'm going to set you free, but, like, and I thought they were going to be, like, tracking them, which wasn't the case at all, which makes more sense. Their plan makes sense.
Yeah, because they know where the airbenders are. Like, they know how to get to Korra anyway, and it's not through those guys. It's through, we'll find out later.
Can we talk about the logic of, like, they knew that Zahir was there, and then Zahir knew where they were going, and he's at, like, the air temple, the southern temple, and he knew where they were going. Mm-hmm. Why didn't they just go back to the southern air temple?
Northern Air Temple. Is that they were?
But saying like they were at the Northern Air Temple. I'm saying why didn't they go back to the South one if they figured that Zahir probably knew because of like when he snuck in.
That's a good point, actually. That's a really good point.
I know. Tenzin.
So back in the desert, Korra and Asami get that sand sailor moving. Then there's like a chase scene with the sand shark, and there's some action, and they escape. That's it. But it's fine. It's cool to see Korra and Asami working together because they're working together a lot through this episode.
Yeah.
And we get to see them like kind of collaborate and get the sand sailing moving. Mm-hmm. So it's cool. Some gals being pals.
Gal pals for life.
Gals being pals. Anyway, so they finally arrive at the Misty Palms Oasis, and before they go in, we see a dragon there. Who's that dragon that could be?
I'm pretty sure there's only one guy who wasn't a dragon. I might be wrong, but I'm assuming.
Yeah, there's got to be more dragons. Maybe they're hiding. Maybe they're hiding.
Who knows?
And so Korra and Asami are able to go meet up with Lin, Tunrak, and Lord Zuko.
I missed him.
And there Korra learns what happened to the Earth Queen.
She's dead.
And spoiler alert, she's dead. And that's kind of where we leave off on that episode.
Yeah.
With this kind of like threatening message, like the conflict has only just begun.
Yeah.
So that episode went really fast for us, I felt like when we were watching.
It did.
A lot happened. What are your thoughts?
I liked it.
Yes.
Quite a bit.
Yeah.
The one thing I found weird is that, like, I think for me, like, the least interesting part was just, like, everything in the desert. Mm-hmm. Not that Korra and Asami weren't lovely, because they were. Yeah. But I just found, like, everything with, like, the Red Lotus gang and then the queen dying. Mm-hmm. That was nice. That was my, like, literally, like, you'll see my reaction. You're going to edit that part of my reaction in, where I'm just, like, my mouth is just, like, agaped. Yes. I'm just like, what?
Yep. Yeah. Yep.
So, yeah, no, but I like this episode quite a bit, and I like that Zuko's back. Yeah. And, you know, everything seems, I mean, not good, but, like, I still want to know, like, why do they need Korra? Mm-hmm.
We still don't know, and we're almost at the end of the season here, and we still don't know why they want Korra.
So yeah. Like, I don't, because it's clearly they wanted her originally when she was a kid, so that she could, like learn in their way. Mm-hmm. You can't do that now. Right. She's 17. Mm-hmm.
So why?
Does it have something... I feel like if Zahir's very spiritual, like, and I kind of said, like, something maybe with, like, mind control, can they, like, alter her memories?
I don't know how they would do that.
Me neither, but I'm, like, I'm grasping for thoughts.
Yeah, I don't want to give anything away. So.
Well, I know that. Again... I'm like thinking about this because, like, I'm just so mad at you for, like, all of this and you having all the power. Yeah. But I'm like a bitch when I have the power.
Yeah, you are.
I'm such a bitch. I know the show we're doing next, I'm going to be a bitch about it. I know I am.
I know, you're going to...
I'm not actually mad at her. It's fine, guys. We still love each other.
We do love each other very much. Sometimes.
Anyway. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I always enjoy this episode because I think the scene with the Earth Queen, I mean, that stands out above the whole rest of the episode. I mean, that stands out, honestly, over most of the season for me. I mean, this season has some great moments, but when I think about the stuff that happens, I mean, that particular scene with the assassination of the Earth Queen is such a standout moment. And, you know, watching it again is a lot of fun. It's because it's like, you're like, whoa, what? But it's also like really cool and also like really scary, but also like really awesome. So it's just so much fun to watch that for the second time, for the third time. Yeah, and that really stands out to me. So that was the thing I was excited about to rewatch in this episode. But there was a lot of other good stuff that happens in this episode. We have some scenes that I really like.
No, I don't think, I mean, overall it's a good episode. Just like some stuff was more interesting than others.
Yeah. All right. Well, sounds like that's all we have for this episode. When we come back, we're going to be talking about episode 11 of Book 3, The Ultimatum. Stay tuned. So, welcome back. It's time to talk about The Ultimatum.
Da-na-na-na.
All right, let's get started with the synopsis. We start off with Mako and Bolin, who, after being freshly freed from jail, are kind of get a first-hand view of all the chaos that's going on. People are looting. People are running crazy.
The guards aren't doing anything.
The guards all are. They're like, hey, we know the best stuff is follow us. Like,
they're not wrong.
Yeah, so it's obvious that people didn't really have a lot of love and respect for the power.
Well, I mean, Malcolm Bolin's grandma did.
Yeah, well, that's interesting. When we get to that, so they figure out that they need to get out and they need to find Korra and deliver a message and do all this stuff. So they end up stealing an airship, which really isn't that hard to do because everything's kind of going down the toilet.
Going to shit.
And so they get a good view of the overhead of Ba Sing Se. And so upon seeing the pure destruction that's going on over Ba Sing Se, like everything's like on fire, like people are running all about, they decide that they need to stop and
get their family.
They got to get their family out. And so they find their family in the lower ring and everything's good and fine except that the grandmother doesn't want to leave. She's old and she's stubborn and she's like, I raised my family in this house. I don't want to leave.
And then Bolin gives a beautiful
speech.
About like, it doesn't matter.
Family is who you're with, not where you are.
Yeah, and
And she responds, no, I'm not leaving.
No.
So he grabs her.
Yeah, like at that point, like if you say they're not leaving, and then you give the thoughtful speech, and if they still say no, then you have every right to grab them.
Yeah, and like the door's like on fire, like this building is about to burn down, like they're all gonna die. And so, but Grandma Yin is able to take a picture of the Earth Queen, because she's one of the few, I guess, who actually liked her, and they escape
her,
and and they board the airship and they escape Ba Sing Se.
Yeah, son.
So they kind of scan the desert, looking for signs of them. They find the wreckage and then they find the path leading to the Misty Palms Oasis. So they are able to meet there, and then they Korrasami, Mako, and Bolin are reunited.
And it feels so good. Everybody's together.
Yeah.
And then we get the message.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and so also Mako and Bolin get to meet Zuko, and Bolin does what any of us would do in that situation and starts geeking out. He's geeking out about Zuko. Same here.
I'm surprised like Mako didn't squee. I mean, he
internally, like in the inside, he was definitely like, hell yeah.
Also, we get to my favorite part. I think it's after this. So, the grandma meets Asami and assumes she's the Avatar.
Yes.
And then Mako introduces her the actual Avatar, Korra. Mm-hmm. And it's kind of like, Mako, why can't you date these lovely ladies? And I'm just like, oh, grandma.
Oh, grandma, if only you knew.
Only you know. Well, she thinks that Asami is very pretty, which is true.
God, she's so...
And then she's like to Korra, you're very muscular.
She's like, oh, you're very muscular. And the Korra's like, thanks, you too.
Also, Korra and Mako have like a hug, and Mako just kind of...
Like, because they're all happy to see each other, they're all hugging, and then Korra and Mako hug, and Mako's like, oh, sorry, I'm just really happy to see you. And she's like, fine. Like, Korra's like, dude, it's cool. Like,
I know your grandma wants us to get together because she doesn't know this story. Because, grandmas... Anyway, and the message...
Yes. So the message is the Red Lotus is going to the Northern Air Temple, and they are going to take out those new airbenders. Like, they're gonna axe them unless Korra turns herself in.
An ultimatum.
That is the ultimatum. So Tanaka's like, oh, maybe he's bluffing, but they're like, yo, he just like totally assassinated this Earth Queen lady. Yeah. He doesn't bluff. He's not messing around. Like, he's ready. Like,
you know what I'm kind of thinking? I wonder if, like, Korra would have turned herself in if, like, she knew why they wanted her. Mm-hmm. Like, what their plan was. Because then if she knew the plan, she could probably, like, work her way around it.
Right. Yeah. Like, if she... Like, because that's the whole thing, because we still don't know what they want. So if they knew what... they knew what they wanted, would things turn out differently? Who knows?
Who knows?
I mean, I know the answer to that question, but... Like,
I know you do.
But I can't tell ya. So they have to get in contact with Tenzin, but they don't have any radio communications where they are. So they have to go to the nearest place where they can get in contact with them, which is Zaofu. So they contact Suyin and they say, hey, get in contact with the air temple, but Suyin can't get in contact with the air temple yet. They arrive in Zaofu, and Korra is able to get in contact with Tenzin, except... It's too late.
It is too late. Also, we forgot about the meditation scene.
Oh, yeah. I thought that was after that.
No, wasn't it before? Because then it's like, after that, and I thought they, like, Korra meditates in the spirit world.
Oh, yeah. I messed that up, guys. I'm sorry about that.
How dare you?
So, yeah, before they get in contact with, Korra gets in contact with Tenzin.
She basically decides to go into the spirit world to see if you can contact Zahir.
Yeah, she knows where Zahir goes into the spirit world, so she tries to go in there. Somebody says she'll watch over her body. Anyway, so, but Korra does not find Zahir. She finds Iroh.
Hooray!
And she asks for some sage advice from our good pal, Spirit Iroh. Because Korra can't get in contact with her past life. She's the only avatar in like 10,000 years who can't get in contact with a past life to ask for their advice. And so Iroh's like, well, yeah, he can't get in contact with anyone, but hey, you got that Zuko guy there. Like, he's pretty cool. Like, he's my nephew and everything. And he knew Aang better than anyone.
Well,
almost better than anyone.
Yeah.
Besides, like, probably his wife.
And Sokka.
And Sokka. And Toph. And just all of them. God, I miss them so much. Guys, I miss Team Avatar.
Well.
The OG Team Avatar.
Yeah.
I love him.
And then she goes to Zuko and asks him some stuff.
Yep, and Zuko's like, hey, and then Korra's like, hey, what would Aang do in the situation? And Zuko's like, well, Aang's biggest dream was to get the airbenders back, so he would do anything to protect them, but he also knows that it was his duty as the Avatar to, be the Avatar. So he doesn't really help there. But there is a nice part where Korra says, like, hey, yeah, okay, because I asked Iroh, your uncle, and she was like, you talked to my uncle? And she's like, yeah, a couple times. And, like, the look on his face is like, I'm like, oh, yeah.
And then somebody has to cut them off.
Somebody cut them off.
I know. I mean, it was a good reason, because this is, like, when they get the message that, like, hey, Zahir's on his way, and then he's there. And then
that's when we did that.
And then fight.
And then fight. So at the air temple, Tenzin tries to initiate an evacuation before basically the Red Lotus can get down and start wreaking their havoc.
Which doesn't work.
Doesn't really work because they're already on top of that thing. Like they got it. Zahir informs the airbenders that, like, hey, I don't really want to hurt you guys. I'm just using you as leverage to get to the Avatar. But Tenzin ain't having any of that. Like,
nope.
Tenzin, it's part of his duty. He's there to protect the Avatar. He's like, yeah, over my dead body, basically. So Tenzin, Bumi, and Kaya take on the Red Lotus, and he urges the other airbenders to get the hell out of there. Meanwhile, while they have to kind of dodge Pali, who is still in the airship, and she's kind of sniping down on everyone there. So a fight scene ensues.
Yep, and it's like a fight scene and an evacuation scene.
Yep.
And they're all fighting, and then Kai's just kind of like, I'm going to sacrifice myself.
Basically, yeah. So we get to a point where the airbenders need to get to the stables to the bison to evacuate, but Pali is there, and she, is preventing that. So Kai decides, he's like, all right, it's Kai time. And
I really wanted him to kiss Shinora, though, before he did that.
Yeah, it's all right, though. It's all right.
I know, but like...
so he takes the air glider and he goes and tries to distract Poli so the rest of the airbenders can get away. And he gets kind of shot down in the process. And Jinora is very sad. And we are very sad.
We are. That was her first boyfriend that she didn't get to kiss.
Rest in peace, Kai.
Rest in pieces.
Rest in pieces. He's exploded. All right.
And then more fighting. And Kai, Bumi, and Tenzin are kind of not doing great.
They're not doing great because the Red Lotus is, they're pretty good at what they do.
They're great at what they do.
They're very good. That's the problem. Tenzin is also fantastic at what he does. He is a master airbender through and through.
Also, Minghua gets octopus arms.
Yeah, there's a point where Minghua is good at collecting that water, and she can kind of grow more arms from that. God, she's so cool.
Yes.
God, she's such a good fighter. But Tenzin is pretty good at holding his own. Kai and Bumi kind of end up falling off a cliffside. They're okay, though. But, not doing great. But they're okay. Tenzin, he ends up getting ganged up on by...
And then he says, like, I'll do this to my last breath. And I'm like, what?
And you're like, what?
Sorry, what?
And then there's a shot of we get to see him getting beat up on, and then we kind of pan off, so then we can't see anything anymore.
Okay, I'm sorry, what?
Can't see anything anymore. It was a very sad... what happened to him?
Yes, Cailin, what happened to him?
I don't know, but it doesn't look good for Tenzin.
No, you do know, and I'm mad.
It doesn't look good for Tenzin. No. That's all I'm saying.
I don't think he's dead, actually.
Doesn't look good for him.
I know. I'm saying he could get kidnapped. He could get seriously. I don't think he's dead.
And our last shot is Kai is okay.
Hooray! I don't really care at this point.
Yeah, that's the person we were all worried about, right? And he is awoken by a baby sky bison. And the two of them decide to go back to the temple, which is under siege. And that is where we end that. And then the only next step from here is the book 3 finale.
Yeah.
Those are the next 2 episodes.
Yeah.
But what did you think of these guys?
I really liked it.
Yeah?
Yeah, like there's a lot of tension built up for the finale. So I'm like, I'm really excited. And like,
yeah.
I think like, I guess like what I find interesting is like, you kind of know like probably the main characters aren't going to die.
Right.
It was another season. But like, it still kind of gave you like that feeling that like a main character could go.
Right.
I'm so sad Tenzin dies.
That would be something.
He's got a family.
He does. He's got 4 children.
Yeah.
And a nice wife.
Yeah. And he's the only airbending master. Well, no, Korra's not even an airbending master. She can do it.
Yeah. Like, Tenzin's the only, like, real master.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Don't kill him.
Don't do it. Don't kill him.
No, you already killed the Earth Queen. It'd be bad. I didn't like her, but you killed her.
Yeah, we already had a murder this season, so.
Is there like one murder a season?
Yeah.
Okay, well, who was murdered in season 2?
Unalaq.
Yeah, but nobody cares about Unalaq.
That's true. I think Unalaq's the only one, though. I don't think
okay, well, so far I've only killed, like, villains.
Yeah. Well, yeah. True.
Yeah.
Well, Earth Queen wasn't that great, but I
didn't like her.
Yeah, we got our 1 murder per season quota.
All right, what do you think?
Yeah, I liked this episode. We had good action scenes. I mean, I love seeing kind of the older folks fight, like as in Kaya, Bumi, and Tenzin. Love seeing them duke it out. Red Lotus is just so much fun to watch. Like, they're good fighters, and, like, you hate them, but you love them, but you don't want them to win, but you kind of do.
It's kind of like I get their point of view, but then, like, they murder people, and I'm kind of, and, like, I don't love their chaos idea, but, like, they're so awesome.
But, like, they sell it, though. They sell it real good.
This is why we need a prequel.
This is why we need a prequel comic. Please.
Or show.
Or show.
Get the actors back. They'll do it, probably.
Please, yeah, really. What else are they doing?
I feel like, I don't know if, like, voice acting's, I know, like, voice acting's, like, difficult, but, like, I feel like it's a simpler, like, it might be, like, an easier thing to do than, like, regular acting, because, like, you don't have to, like, get in, like, a costume. You can just, like, come into a studio in your normal clothes and then just, like, record. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm not saying it's not hard. I think it's definitely hard.
Yeah, well, because it's hard because you can't use your body, really. Or you can't show.
But I'm saying, like, I'd say it's easier in fact that, like, you don't have to, like, be on set, like, early in the morning, and you don't have to, like, get into, like, costume and makeup.
It takes less time.
And you don't have to, like, learn, like, choreography. It's just kind of, like, come as you are kind of thing. But, like, get into character. Mm-hmm. That's what I meant.
Right.
So the voice actors out there, I believe that it's definitely hard. I don't think I could do it.
Right.
I could do my own voice and, like, do a character, but I can't do, like, any other voices.
I'm
not talented in some ways.
Oh, no.
Anyway.
Oh, no. That's sad.
I'm cool with it.
But yeah, I feel like there's not a whole lot to say, because this is one of those instances where, like, it's a good episode. So you're like, it's good. I'm ready for the finale.
So ready.
What else?
So ready for the finale.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what else to say here. What do you think is going to happen in the book 3 finale?
You know what I'm going to tell you this?
Oh, tell me what you're thinking.
I genuinely have no idea.
That makes it fun.
I know. It's like the first...
I love going into something and having no idea what's going to happen.
I think Korra is going to end up either getting captured by the Red Lotus gang, or she's just going to turn herself in. I think that's going to happen. Mm-hmm. I think Tenzin's going to get seriously injured. I don't think he's going to die.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I don't know what else is going to happen.
What do you think the Red Lotus wants with Korra?
I don't know. Like, there's, like, they want her for, like, to, like, bring forth the chaos thing, but, like, I don't know how. Mm-hmm. Like, is there, like, another portal that needs to be opened? Do they want a mind controller? Do they just want to, like, change her memories? Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Right. There's a lot of different things it could be, but we don't know yet, and that's the fun part.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and I'm trying really hard not to, like, reveal any of it, because, like, there's a few things I could have said so far to, like, kind of give it away, but I don't want to, because it's fun not knowing.
I know it is. Not really for me, though. What?
We just got a comment.
What?
Sorry, I was opening our comments for Comment Corner.
Oh, yeah.
The comment we just got is really funny. Did you see this one from 17 hours ago?
No.
It's... Can I read it?
Yeah.
It says... it's from our... book 3 reaction video, and it says, "Is the guy gay? For the sensitive people, I'm only asking, not being rude."
Wait, you? Can you keep that in?
Keeping that in. Holy shit.
Hey, viewers, listeners, we're both girls. We kind of went over this in the Riverdale podcast.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's too funny. Oh yeah, I do get mistaken for a guy sometimes, though. I do.
But your voice sounds like a girl.
I know, and it's weird because it's only when people, like, kind of, like, see me in passing. Like, usually if I'm, like, getting on like public transport or like leaving a place. They're like, oh, sir.
Guys, like I'm looking at Cailin right now. She has like boobs.
Thanks. I grew them myself.
You might need to answer if you're gay, though. That's the only thing. I do like he was like, I don't know what the comment was, but you sounded like you're being nice about it.
Yeah, no, that's
so like we're
fine.
not mad. We're not mad.
I'm not mad at all. Like that's fine. Like sometimes I like to keep it ambiguous. I like to make people like not really know sure, and it makes people in public very uncomfortable, and they don't know if I'm a guy or a girl.
Do we want the viewers to know anything, or just like you're a girl?
Well, it's interesting because the whole premise of our podcast is like two chicks talking.
Yeah, like we said we were chicks.
Like it's kind of like I mean, the whole thing is, I like to keep it pretty ambiguous.
I'm like assuming like either they think you're gay or they think you're my boyfriend, which is neither is true.
I want to print out this comment and frame it on my wall.
I don't know who this was, but I think we love you right now.
Yeah, do you want me to say his? Oh, I'm just assuming. I don't even know what your name is.
What is it?
It's Boom OI.
Okay.
Okay. Hey, Boom. Hey, how's it going? We appreciate your comment.
We do.
Sometimes you don't know. Hey, you're pretty bold too. You're pretty bold to ask those kinds of questions. And so, like, I appreciate your confidence in just straight up asking what somebody's sexuality is, and also assuming somebody's gender. And they're very clearly, probably not. But oh my god, this is my favorite fucking comment. We've gotten so far. I'm posting this on Facebook like right now. Not right now, but when we're done with this. Oh,
I hope this person is like. I don't want this person to feel bad, but like,
no,
don't feel bad.
Don't feel bad. Like this is like we're getting a huge laugh out of this. And we're not laughing at you. We're just laughing at the whole situation.
But just to make it clear in like one sentence, Cailin,
yes,
you're a girl.
Yeah. Pretty sure that's how I was.
You identify as a girl.
I was born that way.
You're born that way. You're happy that way. As far as we, I mean, we don't really talk about it. You're a girl. I'm a girl.
Yeah.
I'm happy as a girl.
Good for you. I'm proud of you.
I'm pretty boring. I'm happy as a woman. I like men. We're good. I'm boring when it comes to that shit.
That's okay. Hey.
Do you have any other comments? We have a lot of fucking comments.
Yeah, we do. So I know that was a weird way to transition to the comment corner, but I think we're ready for the comment corner. I think we're already here. Okay, let's go move on to our comment corner. We have a lot of comments we have some tweets at us, which I'm really excited about.
Yeah,
we also had a lot of comments on our reaction and some other comments.
Yeah, thank you guys for really. We're happy you guys really like them.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. I know we got a ton of positive feedback on our reaction videos. So much.
Yeah, like those are the first.
Keep asking.
Those are our first videos to get over 1,000 views.
Yeah, we appreciate that so much. We're really excited that you guys like them. Mm-hmm. So we're gonna, if you don't hear us read or comment, we'll get to it next time. We went a long time without doing comments because last time we recorded just a ton of stuff. Mm-hmm. So if you don't hear your comment, don't worry, we'll probably get it later, just because there's a lot.
Oh, we got 2 comments actually recently.
Yeah.
One was like, there's like a discussion one in the book 3 reaction.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Do we want to get that one?
Yeah.
Okay. So sorry, we're trying really hard to find some good ones to read here. Do you want to start with tweets or do we want to end with tweets? Well, let's end with tweets.
Okay. So you want me to do this one?
Yeah.
So this is like a discussion that we found. It was from
This is from our book 3 premiere. Sorry.
Yeah. So it starts with the leading man 08. Mm-hmm. Cool. Let me see if I can get the full comment. That's a long comment. So it starts off with him saying, regarding Korra energy bending away people's air bending, she might not be able to do that. She might not be able to do that after what happened in the season 2 finale. Remember that the lion turtle gave energy bending directly to Aang, and now she's lost her connection to him. She's essentially a brand new avatar, unrelated to the past ones. So it's possible she only has access to the 4 elements Rava originally had, and not any other powers that past avatars may have obtained on their own. That's my take on it anyway. And then somebody else commented, JP says, I disagree. Rava had the additional elements when Wan got them. Who's to say that when energy bending was given to Aang, it wasn't held onto by Rava? It could have been directly given to Aang, but I think it was given to Rava and just appeared as being given to Aang. And then a couple hours ago,
from when we're recording this,
from Ming guy.
My guy? Mie guy? Mieguy.
Yeah. He says, I more took it that the lion turtle showed Aang how to energy bend through bending him. The only time that Korra energy bends is when she is in the avatar state, which is when she is drawing from the knowledge of the past avatars, which she no longer has connection to.
Oh, so this is a really interesting discussion. I really like this.
I'm happy we got a discussion.
Yeah, guys, we love discussions. We love when you guys talk to each other and can throw back those different ideas. So do you have an opinion on this, Dara, actually, about the energy bending? About whether it's something that Korra can do only through her past lives, or is it something that she can still do because this power is held through Rava?
I mean, I was really thinking about it. I think it's held through Rava because it's an energy, technically an element.
Right.
That's what I think.
Yeah, because I definitely, I'm more on JP's side here, but I definitely see where you guys are coming from. But I think that it's kind of like when the Lion Turtles gave the power of bending to Wan through Rava, and how she held the other elements. I think Rava holds the energy bending, and the energy bending didn't come through a past avatar. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. So that's a really great discussion. So thank you guys so much. That's a really cool one to read.
Okay. Do you want to talk about any in the comments that basically are like, I love your guys' reaction when you tell them like what our plan is, or do you want to do that later?
Yeah, so we got a couple of comments from people who really like our reactions and asked.
We got them in like several, like the book 2 finale and our episode 25. Somebody brought that up saying they really like our reactions, and you guys, it seems like you guys like seeing our faces, and it's like a lot of people. There was one from my Mo says, I agree with CJ. I think this format is more fun for watching shows and will be more likely to draw people to the channel than the long-form podcast. Great reaction. And
you're right.
This is much better. I liked this one before, but this format is better. Mm-hmm. So we still want to do the podcasting thing.
And that is by Mordecai Mort. The other one is Maya Mo. So...
and there's one on this episode.
Thank you. And you're kind of right, Maya Mo, because we jumped a huge number of subscribers after posting that. So we're seeing how these reaction videos are drawing people in, and I hope people stay and listen to our thoughts on them, because I mean, that's the main reason that we created this channel. That's the main reason we created this podcast, is because we like to talk about things and give our thoughts on them.
Yeah.
So we enjoy reacting to things, but we also really like giving our opinions, and we love kind of the discussion that comes from it.
Yeah, so we have a plan.
Yeah. Yes.
So our plan is, we've done this already. I don't know if by this point the Death Note episode, we watched the movie Death Note.
Yeah, that'll be out before this.
Okay, so if you've seen that, we filmed ourselves like talking about it and doing the discussion thing. Mm-hmm. So we're gonna try that. I don't know if we're gonna try with like the rest of Legend of Korra. Mm-hmm. Definitely with the next show we're gonna try. We just want to see like editing wise how to do it and like that kind of thing. So like if you watched the Death Note thing, also we did a thing with we reacted to Riverdale and we did a discussion on that. So if you've seen that,
which will probably be out maybe either probably after this.
Okay,
I don't know. I have to clarify. I have to solidify that schedule. So just keep watching, because we have a couple different things coming down.
Yeah. So like see if you like that format. Let us know what you think, if you like this better or not, and we'll work on working on that. Hopefully I'll be able to afford Adobe, and then I can help out.
Right. And and if you are listening to this audio based, just because we're recording, we're still going to be posting things to iTunes, and that will be a primarily audio format. So we still want to have that capability of you being able to watch or listen however you want. So that's kind of our
plan. That's what we're doing. So yeah, by this point, like there will be a video thing out, and just tell us what you think.
Yeah. So
you want to do the tweets real quick?
Yeah, I saw a couple of comments.
Is this episode going too long?
No, we had room because we finished reviewing pretty early, so this is fine. I have a comment here from Kevin's PC. I believe we read one of your comments before. You've commented on a lot of our videos, and we really appreciate it. So thank you.
Oh, is he like our fact? What do we call him? Fact check Kevin.
Fact check Kevin. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Yeah, we call you fact check Kevin. I hope you don't mind.
But we say it very affectionately.
Yeah, we mean.
So Kevin's PC comments, and this is on episode 23 when we reviewed the first 2 episodes of book 3. He says, just to be clear on the history of lava bending, it was indeed shown before in The Last Airbender, but it was only done by avatars while they were using the avatar state. Roku, Kyoshi, and an unnamed avatar performed the feat, but as they had control over all elements, it was not clear at the time as to which type of bending they were specifically using to control lava. The Legend of Korra now clarifies it to be earth bending. Plus, since they had all triggered the avatar state prior to performing the feat, it was possible that they hadn't learned the technique of lava bending themselves, but were instead channeling the skills of a past avatar that was proficient in it, in the same way that Korra had channeled Aang's ability to energy bend. So, yeah. Ooh. Awesome, Kevin. Thank you so much. Like, that's such a really good explanation.
Keep commenting on those facts.
We love you, fact check, Kevin. But yeah, that's a really good way of, I didn't even think of how to describe lava bending before. And I think because in that episode I had say we hadn't really seen lava bending before, and that wasn't true. Because with the creation of Kyoshi Island and those episodes with Avatar Roku, we did see it. So thank you for kind of laying that out there. I think that's the best kind of description of lava bending I've seen as far as the history of the show. So thanks so much, Kevin.
Yeah.
I wanted to make sure we highlighted that one. And we do have some other comments from you. We'll probably touch on them in another episode just because we want to make sure we get to a lot of different people here. I think I'm going to go over to the tweets now.
Tweety tweet.
And like I said, if we didn't get your YouTube comment, we're probably going to cover it later when we have record some more, and then we can more evenly distribute them out. Just because we recorded a lot of episodes and then we got a ton of comments after, so we're kind of trying to juggle that. So thanks for your patience.
Thanks for all the comments too.
Yeah, thank you so much, guys. We really appreciate it. It's a lot of fun, and every time we get a comment, we kind of geek out a little bit. Just to, so this is from our question of the day post. We post questions of the day sometimes, like.
Will we remember?
We'll try to be more. If you guys like that idea, if like telling us, your different opinions on things, we'll try to do it more often. So just let us know. But this question of the day from August 24th, we asked, "Who is your favorite pair of female friends in media? Film, television, books, video games, etc." So this is based off of we were really stoked about Korra and Asami friendship in the beginning of book 3. So we got a comment from Miguel Hernandez at Migzerific, Migzerific, who says Max and Chloe from the game Life is Strange would have to be my favorite female duo of all time. So are you familiar with Life is Strange?
Yeah. You or no?
I'm familiar with it.
I don't play video games. Right. Like I watch people play video games, so I've seen I know what happens in Life is Strange. So I get that. And yeah, I'd probably say that it's kind of like a friend. It's kind of like it grew as a really powerful friendship by the end. So I'm cool with that.
Or more than friends.
Depends on what you do.
Depends on the choices you make, right?
Yeah.
In the game.
I was trying to think of other ones.
So that's a really good example.
I was trying to think. I was kind of having a hard time thinking of ones. For myself, except for Thelma and Louise. That's the thing.
Oh yeah,
I can't think of any other. I know I probably there definitely are other ones. Because female friends are kind of thing, and probably all the girls in Sex and the City. Okay,
yeah, we talked a little about Sex and the City last episode.
Yeah, I know. Betty and Veronica,
yay! Riverdale. We're still in that Riverdale mindset.
Oh my god. I can't. What about you? I can't think of any.
Oh gosh, I don't know. I have to think about it.
They exist and they're good.
But it's hard to pinpoint them. I guess because you're not really can't ever think of looking for it a lot. So anyway, on to next tweet. Yeah. So next tweet is from our good friend at Badger Trout, who's always tweeting at us, and we really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Yay.
On the last time we read one of their comments, we asked how to spell their name, and they say the double E in I'm still gonna mess it up. It's pronounced like the E in hen, but long. So I interpret it as a nes. We are so sorry for our native English speaker tongues. Nes. Nes. I feel like I have to get my my German on. Because I do speak a little bit of German anyway.
There you go.
And also comment, I love when you get kind of off topic in your discussions. Thank you. We love getting off topic too.
Because we do it a lot.
We do it so much, and we talk about some weird stuff. But we really enjoy it, and we're glad you enjoy it too.
Apparently Cailin being a guy.
Apparently I'm a dude. And also gay.
Well, that means that we're not dating then.
Aw. I'm sorry you had to find out this way. Anyway, and next question is, which characters, moments, things from Avatar Last Airbender are your favorite? And also comments, I love hearing your general conversations on these things. So, yeah.
I had a hard time thinking about this. There's just so many.
There's so much.
You know what I just thought about right now?
What?
For a good thing? I think I have a couple. Like anything on the Puppet Master.
Okay.
I love that episode.
Yeah.
Which is really creepy.
Yeah.
And then Avatar Day with Sherlock Sokka.
Yes. And that's so funny that I think people now really love the episode Avatar Day.
Did people not like it before?
It was a filler. Like when I first saw it, I didn't like it because I thought it was filler. But looking back, I realized I also just love Avatar Kyoshi. And so that
even though she murdered a guy.
Yes. Oh God, love her. Yeah. So what's your
granted? Zahir murdered a woman, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Yay, murder. Yay.
No, murder is okay. Clearly in the. Like the anime Japanese culture. We've seen Death Note. It's okay.
Well, let's start off. Let's break it down a little bit. Who's your favorite character from Avatar? Or give me your top how many?
Probably Katara.
Yeah.
I feel like I relate to her the most.
Yeah.
Just like that kind of thing. And then I'm a big type between her and Sokka.
Yeah.
Like I love Aang to bits, but just like Katara and Sokka are just like
I know.
I'm sure they did them really well in the movie.
Don't do this to me.
10,000 subscribers.
Don't do this to me.
We're watching the last Airbender movie. Make it happen.
Oh,
come on, that'd be nice for them.
Right. Okay.
I'm gonna be in more pain than you are, maybe, because I've never seen it. You at least know what's coming.
God, it hurts so deep inside. Anyway, my favorite character. It's always been a top 3 for me. Zuko has one of the best character arcs.
That's true.
Ever. He has such a good character arc from start to finish. It's wonderful. And I really love him for that. Sokka is such a good mixture of, he's a character that seems like he's there for comedic effect, but it comes out to be a really genuine and sincere, good leader, all around well-rounded character. I love Sokka and also Toph.
I do like Toph.
Love Toph.
Yeah.
I think I love Toph more after The Legend of Korra. Because we talked about a little bit before about how I really love how, like, she is kind of an imperfect person.
Yeah.
And doesn't do things kind of by the book sometimes. And I just love Toph as a character, like as a person. It's just really fun. And just like whenever I go back and watch Avatar and she just kicks ass and she just, it's so much fun. And she's just so much fun about it. So a great character. Those are probably my top 3. I love everyone so much though.
I know I just thought about,
yeah.
I remember, I think I was looking up, listening to the episode where we were talking about like Toph and Sokka. Mm-hmm. And I think I looked up, I might have gone into the depths of Tumblr.
Oh, no.
I didn't find anything that bad, though. I did find some, like pictures of them, like cuddling tenderly.
Yeah. But the Taka fandom's still alive, guys. I don't think
Again, I'm cool if it was just a one-night stand.
Yeah. I've had a couple of people tell me that they're on my side with this, about my theory. So I'm just saying.
Well, good for them.
Thanks. I have some friends there. Anyway. So, yeah, I think...
That's it?
Yeah, we have some other comments, but like I said, we'll get to them at another time. Thank you so much for asking them, though. And, we appreciate your viewership. I think we have talked enough on that.
Yes.
All right, so that is all the time we have for this episode of First Reaction, Fan Reaction. If you are... watching on YouTube, we'd really appreciate a like, a comment, and a subscribe. We love those comments. We do read them on the show.
Guys, we're really close to 100 subscribers.
Yeah, we are, like, at this point that we're talking, we're really close to 100, and we're really excited. So thank you so much to everyone who subscribed. Thank you for so much who listens to our very, very, very long rants about various things.
Yes.
We really appreciate it, and we love your comments.
Yes, and like we said, we're working on the filming thing, so tell us if you think it's a good idea. We did it anyway, so tell us if you're excited for it, and then when we release them, let us know what you think.
Yeah, we're trying some new stuff, and we're really excited for you guys to see it. So thanks for coming on this ride with us. If you want to follow us on any other kind of platforms, you can always follow us at Twitter at Witty Close. Like us on Facebook. We are Witty Close Productions. If you want to come over to Patreon and see what the heck it is we do there, we are Witty Close Productions. You can always send us an email if you like that kind of thing. Mm-hmm. We are wittyclose@gmail.com. gmail.com. We are also on iTunes, so if you don't feel like looking at a screen or want to listen to us on the go, you can subscribe to us on iTunes. If you are an Android user, you can find us through various kinds of apps like AntennaPod. I know somebody who's an Android user, so I was telling the other day about how they can listen to our podcast. So we're not signaling you out, Android users. You can still listen to our stuff through various means. We're
Despite the fact we both use Apple products.
Yeah, we are kind of sluts
Hey, Apple
for Apple.
Want to sponsor us? Yeah. Maybe give us so much money.
We are kind of Apple sluts over here, so it's fine.
So much Apple sluts.
It's true. Anyway, yeah, I think that's. You can also leave us a rating and review on iTunes, and we'll read those too. Because we always like to hear what you said, the good, the bad, the ugly. We'll read it.
Yes.
So it looks like that's all the time today. When you join us next time, whether we're putting out a Riverdale review, Death Note, I think we're probably already put that out. But next time we're talking about Legend of Korra, we're going to talk about the book 3 finale, and you can bet there's going to be a reaction. I feel like I'm
gonna cry with feels.
You might.
I might.
So those.
I'm a crier sometimes.
Those episodes are called Enter the Void and Venom of the Red Lotus. Very excited.
Okay then.
All right. Until next time, I am your host, Cailin Clothier, and with me is my co-host,
Dara Whitman.
Peace.
Peace.